Hey, I'm doing this YouTube out in the woods. You know, I like to be in the woods. You know, I like to walk around. We might bump into some other walkers, hikers, dog walkers. That's okay. Look, here's the thing I really want to talk about today: incompetence, fantasy, investigations. Incompetent fantasy investigations. Incompetent fantasy investigations. Does that make any sense? Well, let me sort of lay it out and explain to you what it is, and maybe it will. So, incompetent fantasy investigations are like when you wake up in the morning as an actor, or not even in the morning. I mean, they really hit me in the morning, anytime during the day, but it's just like, okay, there's more time going on right now with the strike, and I should be really taking advantage of that time. And what can I, if I did a one-person show about that thing that happened when I was 15, but yeah, who's going to want to know about that thing? That was a weird thing, and probably no one relates, or I don't even know how to articulate it. And what about my friend and I, who were going to do a short film about that, you know, about two guys who do crazy things, and they're criminals, but not really. And it's, if I could just, but he probably was not going to want to work, and maybe I should do voiceovers. They've always told me I had a good voice, right? 10,000 things. The mind can give us 10,000 ways to try to get it right. And I think the reason I call it fantasy, incompetent fantasy investigations, is because the way I see it for myself, in fantasy, in my mind, I'm going down these different paths of action I might take, and which one is going to not make me feel incompetent. And everywhere I go, in my mind, I feel incompetent. Getting the new agent, finishing that screenplay, you know, just starting to look at maybe if I could go back to school, or how do I change my audition technique. It's all incompetence, feelings of incompetence, because we're in our head and we're not in reality. And I think what we're really doing when we stay in here and go down those like 10,000 paths of what we should do or what we could have done, what would be the best thing to do as an actor, these feelings of incompetence come up because we're trying to get rid of the feelings of incompetence. Meaning, we're going, which path will not make me feel incompetent? They all will. All of them will. Because we probably have these old beliefs, I do, that feelings of incompetence will kill me, destroy me. I can't work through them. This is a very common old belief. And so I go into fantasy in my mind, and let me play out different, oh no, incompetence, oh no, and so we can just spend a lifetime sort of stumbling around in pretend action, but really in our head, just trying to manage feelings and manage thought. And guess what? Thought can't be managed. Believe me, I've spent a lot of time trying. Feelings can't be managed. But you know what we can do? We can learn to act through them. We can pick one of those 10,000 things, not like constantly weigh it and judge it and look for the magic sign that's the right path to take as an actor, but take one of them and do something, move forward. The feelings of incompetence will be there. If you're researching how to do more voiceover, if you call your friend Steve to ask him to work on a short film with you, you're going to feel incredibly incompetent while doing it. It's going to feel like the world's caving in. Feel like that for many of us. It ain't. We need to show ourselves that those feelings are like the pain of the long-distance runner. The first time someone runs 6 miles, they think, oh my God, I'm going to die. These internal gut pains mean I'm going to die. If they practice running more and more, they have a different relationship with the pain. They come to welcome the pain. They come to see it's part of the process. It's a beautiful part of the process. Oh, there's the pain. Here we go. Let me get my stride. Let's keep going. This is what we can do as actors. And it turns out, what I see each and every night in my live online audition technique classes, what I see and help actors experience is that the craft of acting itself is about acting through your feelings of incompetence, not character feeling of incompetence, but you. You can have feelings about that you suck as an actor, what your agent, you don't have an agent, is anyone gonna watch this tape? And if you have one specific thing that you're determined to do, in spite, despite, along with whatever you're feeling, and you just do it anyway, man, oh man, That's the truth. That's the human being in struggle. That's someone not stopping creative action to manage thought and feeling, but it's someone acting through thought and feeling. And that will create the illusion of character for whoever's watching the audition, the film, the TV show. So we can do this in life, and we can do this in the audition, and they feed each other. The more you act on what is in your power, and what is in our power to move towards something. Attitude, to have an attitude and to move towards something, not controlling thought and feeling. So the more we do that in life, and the more we do it in the audition, they inspire and feed each other, which is one of the many reasons I think auditioning and acting is such a noble craft, something noble and worthy to be practiced. Let it rip!